everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at Warrior Class Gnaw from Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark. And I'll be honest, I did not know that this guy was Warrior Class when they first announced him. I thought he was going to be in the smaller Scout Class or whatever they call that. I don't buy too many of those, so I kind of didn't pay this guy much heed because I thought he was going to be smaller. And I'm wondering if it's because the Titans Return one was a Legends class, so I just assumed he would be similar because he kind of looks similar to that toy. But no, lo and behold, he is a Warrior class. He's got Mace Mash Action. Convert to activate. I have no idea what this is going to be. We'll have to wait and see. But Robot mode, Sharkticon mode, actually look kind of cool, so we'll see how it goes. Shows some of the other ones available. Deadlock, don't buy him. Soundwave, not bad. Optimus, meh, in the middle. So there you go. Quick reviews of those little guys. I do have reviews of all three of those on my channel if you are interested. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. Let's go ahead. Let's get him out of the packaging here and let's take a closer look. So here is Gnaw out of the packaging, and I have to say, he's not terrible. He's definitely short for a Warrior class figure, but he's got some paint applications that I think make up for it. I think because he's a little bit shorter, they were kind of able to paint him up a little bit more, which is nice. Head sculpt's pretty decent. Mostly gunmetal gray with a little bit of silver there on the face and some red for the eyes. Head can swivel from side to side. You have a ball joint in the shoulder. You have a simple swivel in the elbow, just from side to side. This is all one solid piece. Now you do have movement in the hips, but you see how you have these tabs here? They're supposed to peg in like that. So if you want to get any kind of leg movement, you have to get him off of that, and then you can get a ball joint. He's got some knee joint there, but again, because he's got so much kibble here on the back of his leg, it gets in the way. So for the most part, he's just going to stand there, but he's got some nice upper body articulation. Now how this gimmick works, you unpeg it by lifting this up. You can see how that kind of pegs into place. So the nice thing is, if you don't want to use the gimmick, you can secure him and then it's fine. Oh, I'm just noticing, I don't know if that's a mist paint app or if I actually just wore that off. You can see that little bit of silver there on the pink. I'm thinking it's probably, I don't know, I hope I didn't wear it off. Anyway, so what I was saying is, if you don't want to use the gimmick, the action feature, you can just leave that locked in and then it's just a normal figure, which is actually pretty cool. But if you want, I find it easier to kind of lift the arms up so they're out of the way. Then you can unhook that, and then you come back here, fold this down, and how this works is you kind of push this in. You can see he actually has these stickers on his back that tell you to read the instructions and don't get your hair stuck in the gears. So if you push that in, it kind of spins, like winds it up. So that's the gimmick. Like I said, if you don't have it wound up, you can just kind of spin it on your own if you'd rather do that. But you can just go ahead and push this back down and that locks into place. And then you don't have to worry about it. If you don't like the gimmick, you don't have to use it. I just kind of fold this up like that. And then you're good to go. And he's just a giant bulbous Sharkticon. Just for fun, here is the Titans Return little Legends class one. So you could kind of pretend like this guy is his boss or the general or something, and he's got some little lieutenants or foot soldier grunts. But you can see, I mean, he's pretty similar. Same accessory, transforms very similar. You can see how they both have the head of the Sharkticon on the back of their legs there. So, I mean, I don't think it's a stretch to say that they took inspiration from this one when making this one. Even the arms are pretty similar. I think he's got a ball joint, whereas he's got just the swivel. But, yeah, you can see that they're definitely pretty similar. This guy has a little bit more paint applications. And I think these little arms can move on him. The arms can't move on this one, but we'll get there in a moment. So transformation is very simple. You just go ahead, remove the weapon. You're going to unhook this. Here in the shoulder, this piece here is going to rock backward. Just like that, it kind of unclips. You can see there, and then you kind of move that back. Then you unhook that, rotate that back. You can go ahead and close that all the way, just like that. You're going to come here and stretch these all the way around, and you'll see that this kind of tabs into that spot right there, just like that. Open this up, pop that in, just like so. You can go ahead and flip this up kind of wherever you want to keep it at. Because you have the mouth closed, this doesn't really stay in place yet, but it will when you close up the top section, which we'll get to in a second. Spin this 180 degrees on both sides, like that. Go ahead. You have to unpeg these from those clips that I showed you earlier so that you can move these around. Then you're going to peg this together like so. Close this down. I'm sorry, I didn't move this one all the way back. I was wondering why I was having trouble. I'm like, wait a minute, I forgot to move this one back. And then you can close this up like so. This should hook when it, yeah, there it goes. There it goes. And then you just kind of have these guys. I guess you can bring these all the way down. There we go. And then you can adjust the fin, and then you have a little peg hole back here where you peg the tail into. And there you go. There's your little Sharkticon. He looks pretty good. I like that the eyes are painted nice. You have that pop of purple there. Again, it's a bummer that the pink, like I said, I don't know if that's wearing off or I think it's silver underneath because the teeth are painted silver. Or maybe it's just from when they painted the teeth, there's a drop of paint. I really can't tell. It's not a huge problem, but it does keep catching my eye. But like I said, these arms don't move. So in this mode, you have a ball joint here and a swivel there, and that's pretty much it for articulation. But I mean, he looks like a Sharkticon. I think he's cool. I think it's pretty neat. Like I said, definitely tiny for a warrior class figure, but I think because of that, he definitely got more paint than some of the other ones get. And I actually don't mind his goofy little feature. Now, the feature doesn't really work in this mode at all, so don't worry about that. And I think that's why these come all the way down and clip into this body, and that's to keep it from rotating around. But yeah, he's a pretty cool little Sharkticon. I think this guy's a fun little figure. I mean, he's not perfect, but I appreciate the fact that he's got a decent amount of paint applications on him. I think the colors they chose look really good. The gimmick is a little goofy, but I appreciate the fact that if you don't want to utilize it, you really don't have to, because this chest piece pegs into place and you can just pretend he doesn't have the feature at all. But it's a decent little feature. It doesn't really get in the way. You know, you can spin the thing on the back and you know, it's kind of fun. I mean, I think these warnings here are a little ridiculous. Kind of take you out of the, you know, imagination and very much point out that it is a toy, which I know is kind of a dumb thing to say, but at the same time, it's weird to have those warnings really giant on the back of your action figure. I think this whole thing with the tab down here is unnecessary, and it kind of hinders this leg movement in robot mode, but maybe they needed to do that to keep the base of the figure stable while he spins around. I don't know. I appreciate that he comes with an accessory. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, if you have the Titans Return one, you probably don't need this guy, but he is a little bit bigger. And if you like the action feature, you know, it's not bad. He does have that action feature, which can be kind of fun. The nice thing about these guys is they've kind of dropped in price. They started out at like 15 a piece, and now like Walmart sells them for like 11. So, you know, do I think he's worth 10, 11 bucks? Yeah, he's not bad. He's definitely shorter on the short side as far as a warrior class goes, but because he's got the paint applications and he's actually got a pretty decent little transformation, and I don't know, I'd say he's probably one of the better warrior class figures, which is not saying much, but I think he's definitely short, squat fun, and I recommend checking him out. I think he's kind of neat. Like I said, especially if you have this one and you kind of want like a commander, like if you're trying to army build. Like if I was going to army build, I would army build these and not this. But if you wanted to have like a larger general for an army, you've already army built of these, maybe that could work out. But yeah, I think he's all right. I think he's not bad. If you can find him for like $10 at Walmart or something like that, I think he's fun enough. I think he's fun to pick up. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.